altering clothing is one of the easiest things you can do on your Puggle 2. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to crop and then hem a shirt. You can follow this technique for pants and skirts as well. You're going to need your machine and some thread, some pins or clips, sewing scissors, a friction pen, a ruler, your iron and ironing board, and some spray starch. Let's get started. The first step is to iron your shirt. I'm just going to use some spray starch to help eliminate any wrinkles, and I'm only going to iron the bottom half of my shirt as we don't need to touch the top half for this project. Once you've finished ironing your shirt, the next step is to mark how much we want to take off the bottom. Right over there. If you don't know how much you want to take off, you can grab a tape measure and measure from the top of your shoulder down to the point where you would like your t-shirt to end. Mine is 15 inches, and then you're going to add an inch for seam allowance, which will be 16 inches. Then take your tape measure, align it to the top of your t-shirt, all the way down until you get to that measurement. Then with my friction pen, I'm just going to mark a point there, and then again on the other side. Then I'm going to grab my ruler, and I'm going to connect the two lines all the way across from either side. If this is your first time cropping a t-shirt, I would recommend trying it on an old shirt that you don't particularly want before trying it on your project. Once you're happy, you can go ahead and cut that bottom piece off. There we go. And our next step is to mark the line where we want our hem to be. Start by making sure your shirt is facing right side up. Grab your ruler and your friction pen, and I'm going to mark a 1/2 inch line across the front and across the back. Once you've marked your line, you can flip your t-shirt so the wrong side is facing out. And you're just going to iron that raw edge to the wrong side of the fabric until you reach that line you've just made. Once you've finished ironing that first fold, you're going to fold that hem up again, another 1/2 inch so that the raw edge is enclosed. Then you just want to press that with your iron all the way around again. And while I go, I'm going to grab my pins and I'm just going to pin that hem together so it stays secure while I'm doing the rest. I'm going to sew 2 rows of straight stitching along this entire hem. The first one, I'm going to run with the edge of my fabric along the edge of the presser foot here. And then the second one is going to be as close to this folded edge as possible. You'll also want to loosen your tension slightly so your fabric doesn't distort. So go ahead and stitch those 2 rows in. Make sure that when you're sewing, you're not pulling or pushing the fabric through the machine. You should just let the fabric feed through on its own, otherwise your fabric will distort. Once I get back to the beginning of my stitches, I'm just going to reverse stitch for a couple of stitches and then back just to secure in my end stitches. Once you've finished both rows, you can take your shirt out and trim away your loose threads. Then I'm just going to give my hem a press with my iron. Before I iron my hem, I'm just going to flip my t-shirt right side out. And that's how easy it is to crop and hem a t-shirt on your Puggle 2 machine. Now, if you're interested in any of the products that we use in this video, you can find them all on our website. And don't forget to tag us on Instagram so we can see what you're making with your Puggle 2.